What's up, y'all? We are back and we're talking in this video how to use volumes to protect yourself from the bull traps and the bear traps that you see pretty regularly in the market. All right, so we had a more extensive video earlier talking about fake outs, how to avoid fake outs. This is a continuation of that, but I know a lot of people trade with volumes. I trade with volumes. A lot of people have asked me, what does this even mean? When you first sign up with TradingView, this is a standard indicator that comes on your chart. So it's obviously pretty important, so we're going to dive in a little bit more into how to use this to protect yourself. Okay. So what volumes are, what this indicator is telling you is how many people participated in trading during a given amount of time. Okay. So here we have Euro USD, the 1 hour chart. Each of these candlesticks represents 1 hour of price action. Okay. So down here, we have the corresponding volume chart. Okay. Each of these volume bars line up with the hourly chart with the hourly candlesticks. So we know on each candlestick about where, how powerful this move was, how many people participated in the market at that time can give us a good indicator on the strength of a trend. All right. So let me get where are you? All right, here we go. So I have my box all set up and I got out of whack here. All right. So uh, right here we have a good example. Okay. A penetration of support. So if you are trading this now, granted for the sake of this example, that's what I have just this line on here. Normally, obviously, as you know from the rest of my videos, I would have a zone in here. So again, like I said before, the zones help protect against that a little bit just because visually you see that the price is still in the zone. So it's not quite panic mode yet. But in the case of price even breaking a zone, we still have this is still applicable as well. Okay, so here we see a penetration of support. So conventional trading retail traders would say, oh, here's a break of support, it's time to sell. I'm going to get aggressive. I'm going to sell upon the break of support, and whatever happens, happens. All right. So we know by now, by this, as much as we've discussed in the course, that's just not a good idea. All right. You don't want to do that. We already know what our rules are. I'm not going to go into detail about that. But if you are in a situation where your zone is now compromised, all right, this zone that you've been waiting on, this area of supply, or excuse me, this area of demand is now being retested. Okay, and it's now broken. Now, like I said, conventional wisdom says, well, maybe it's time to sell. All right. But again, that's not the case. That's not the case. All right. Here we look at the volume. And again, just like we saw earlier, what I was explaining earlier, we could see that the volume here for this break isn't really that high. It's pretty low. All right. I would say it's about medium. This is low volume. This is just about regular. Okay. So I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, I'm going to wait on this. I'm going to wait on this a little bit. I'm definitely going to wait for the next candle to close and see what happens. Thankfully, if you did that, then you are smart and you're patient. All right. The very next candle is a bullish candle, which almost engulfs the one that broke it. So we know now that okay, we have a bullish, almost engulfing candle. We have low volume on this bearish break. So chances are price is probably going to continue. All right. So where's your entry? Because I always like to tie it back home. How is this practical to real life trading? All right. Where's your entry? Your entry is here on the retest. Okay. Again, this is the safest entry because I mean, price does what price does, man. I'm telling you, when you've been trading long enough, you know that sometimes you might get this, you might get low volume, and then you could have another bearish candle that just wipes all this out, and then the trend goes to the downside. All right, so I wouldn't even enter off this candle, even though I'm liking my odds now that the bullish trend is going to continue to the upside. All right, we're going to wait for a clear push out of this zone, a retest. Here's our entry, and we're riding it up. Okay. So this has just been a real quick video, guys, on how to use volume in conjunction with supply and demand trading. Like I said, we are confirmation confluence traders. We don't use one indicator We don't use moving average crossovers and just blindly trade. We use a complete toolbox of confirmations. And when everything lines up, that's when we jump in the market. All right. So go back test, check out your volumes, pull up this indicator, mark out your support and resistance, and take a look at how price reacts to these zones in conjunction with the volume. All right. So you could start to get a good snapshot of the market and hopefully use this in your daily trading as well. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out. We'll be back soon.